We are watching the streets of St. Augustine flood. Take a look behind me. This is A1A. We have flooding on both sides of the street. High tide is right now. We've got some kids taking advantage of it. Look, they're on kayaks in the middle of the road. Are you prepared for the power to go out? Now's a good time to check the batteries in all your flashlights, as well as making sure you have extra power cords. This is South 20th Street in Flagler Beach. Right now, you're looking at what many areas are seeing. Flooded roads. It gets even worse further down, and this water really isn't moving anywhere. Let's take drone 4 up a little bit higher. I'm standing on Loja Street. This is between Manresa Road and Genoa Road, and as you can see, just look, it is covered with water. The conditions here have significantly worsened since we came to you at 6:30. Take a look at the wall behind me. We're right near the fort, and every few minutes or seconds, actually, you'll see water just flash, just like that. Big waves coming right over that wall. Hurricane Ian brought raging waters that broke off the front end of the Flagler Beach Pier.
It's really sad. I mean, it's iconic for this area.
Dozens of people came to see what was left. You can see pieces of the pier scattered along the beach.
This chunk of the pier just floating down the waters. You don't think that's ever going to happen, you know, but Mother Nature.
A bit further inland, cleanup begins. Tree cutters watch for power lines as they pile debris. One woman spent the day pulling up the floors in her home after it flooded. The family didn't want to speak on camera, but you see them walking through flooding in the driveway right to the front door. This is on Lambert Street with Smith's Creek right behind it. The homes here sit low, so that's where the water sat, unlike other roads just a few miles away. This is South 20th Street in Flagler Beach. Right now, you're looking at what many areas are seeing. Flooded roads. It gets even worse further down, and this water really isn't moving anywhere. Let's take drone 4 up a little bit higher, down towards South Palmetto. From here, you're starting to see the water get even deeper. It's murky. You can't really see the floor. Some driveways are flooded. We haven't seen many people out and about. This water isn't moving. Over on Flagler Avenue, something similar. Medians, driveways, side streets covered in floodwaters. One man spoke to us about his water damage.
My garage is kind of hosed. It's about 2.5 feet in the garage, and I lifted stuff up, but it's still floating around.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office says they had to assist with rescuing people from their homes because of the high water. Some neighborhoods had 10 inches of rain. And even with these floodwaters losing the pier and damage to homes, most people agree this storm could have been much worse. And this is how people are dealing with these conditions out there. They're getting on their kayaks. You see they have a dog on that kayak as well. There's a lot of floodwater covering this area, and I want to show you right up here. If you take a look right in that person's driveway, the water is reaching up to that garage door. Every time someone drives through these, the water just rushes up against these homes. So be sure to keep that in mind. The county has lifted the curfew in this area. They also wanted to make sure that people know for the next 10 days they're expecting lakes in this area and that water to continue to rise, similar to what we just saw with Smith's Creek right here during high tide. We're live in Flagler Beach. Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.